As always, come to a comfortable seat and give yourself a few moments to feel like you've arrived. Breathing in and out steadily. Setting yourself an intention for your practice. And then coming onto hands and knees. Cat-cow. Inhale, arching the back, looking up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, arch, looking up. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, arch, lift up. Exhale, round. Lift the left leg up. Bring the left leg in. Lift the left leg up. Bring it in. Lift it up. Reach the right hand back, grab hold of the foot and lift. If you're stable, look over the right shoulder. If you're wobbly, just look down. One more breath. And release. Tuck your toes under, down dog. Inhale, knees to the floor, arch, look up. Exhale, round. Lift the right leg up, inhale. Exhale, bring the knee to touch your head. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the leg up. Reach the left arm back. Grab hold of your foot and lift. And release, child's pose. Buttocks to heels. Forward to mat. Inhale, come up to kneeling. Lift the right arm up in the air, open up the chest, and thread the right arm between the left knee and hand. So you're going to use your left palm on the floor to help you into this twist. Raise your left arm up in the air and wrap it around your back. Hook it onto the top of the right thigh. Bend your right arm and place your hand on your chest to rotate your chest a little more. Release, straighten the right arm, lift the left arm up, hand down, inhale, untwist, raise the right arm up, and come back down to all fours. We'll try with the left arm. Inhale, lift the left arm up, twist, exhale, thread the left arm through, bring your ear to the floor, left ear down, raise the right arm up, wrap your arm around your back, hook it onto your thigh, and then bend the left arm. Use the hand to push it onto the chest. Not so much the shoulder, you're trying to really twist more. And release, straighten the left arm, right arm up, both palms down. Tuck your toes under, down dog. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Inhale, grab hold of your toes, look out to the distance. Exhale, a little knee bend, pull your chest into your thighs. Inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. This time take your hands to your hips, come all the way up to standing. And then exhale, rolling the shoulders back and down. Salute to the sun, which is even more impressive when the sun is right there. So toes together, heels a little bit apart, shoulders back and down. Inhale, rise up. Breathe out, knee bend, touch the ground. Inhale, look forward. Hands down, right leg back, right knee on the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take the right arm forward, the left arm back, and twist. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Twist to the left, right elbow over the left knee, looking over your left shoulder. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, untwist. Hands to the floor, step back to down dog as you exhale. Inhale, plank. Breathe out, lower the chest. Inhale, lift, up dog. Breathing out, down dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Step your right foot forward. Left knee on the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take your left hand forward and your right hand back for this twist. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart, prayer twist. Chest to the right side. Hook that left elbow over the right knee. Inhale, untwist. Hands down, step back to down dog as you exhale. Inhale, move to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, move forward so the toes are pointed, ankles down, knees off. Exhale, roll over the toes at the same time. See if you can develop that, push the heels away. Knees to the floor. Inhale, look up. Exhale, sit the buttocks back to the heels. Inhale, rise up, arms above your head. And then exhale, take the left arm forward, the right hand back. Take the right hand onto the floor just behind your feet. Lift the hips up and reach back, fingers facing away. And lower down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, twisting. Take the left hand back behind you, fingers facing away. Press the palm down, lift the hips up. Look back, look at the right hand as you reach back. And release. Come forward onto your hands and knees. Swivel your legs to one side so that you can sit on your buttocks. I'm going to do some core strengthening work. Also warming up the shoulders. So let's find Dandasana, the rod pose. The spine is straight up and down, hands to the floor, pressing the palms down. Take a breath in, lift your buttocks off the floor, bend your knees, lift the hips and look back. Keep your buttocks off the floor as you straighten your legs and slide the body through the arms. Inhale, lift up for 2. Exhale. 3. 4. 1 more. Come back to sitting on the floor and just stretching your wrists back the other way. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching forward. Stretching the backs of the legs, flex your feet. If you're not reaching your feet, then grab your strap and hook it around your feet. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, cross your legs, roll onto your knees, make your way back into down dog. Lift the right leg high up in the air, bend the leg, open your hip, right foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga. Breathe in, lift. Breathing out, down dog. Left leg lifts up high. Bend the leg as you exhale. Left foot between the hands. Right heel down, inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower and bend your arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take 5 breaths there, or if you like, lower your elbows to the floor, squeezing the elbows in towards each other. So the elbows are close enough that you could hold on to your own arms. Heads off the floor. All right, we're going to add a little strength component. If you like, you can do this on your knees. We're going to lift the elbows off the floor and then put the elbows down. Lift the elbows off. Now notice the elbows aren't flaring out, they're controlled. We're squeezing them in as we lower and lift back off. Let's do 5 more. Lowering down and lifting off. 2. Tricep shoulder strength. 3, elbows drawing in. 4, 1 more. And 5, walk your feet forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, look out to the distance. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, lift up. Breathing out, hands to heart. Recommitting to your intention. And we're going to flow through a sequence of movements. Coming to the top of your mat if you're not there already, feet together. Inhale, rise up, lift the arms above your head. Pull the belly in, tighten the front of the thighs as you touch the ground. Inhale, look forward. Hands down, jump to plank. Lower the chest. Inhale, lift, up dog. Breathing out, down dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Left heel down. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, warrior two. Flip the right palm, left hand down the back leg, sun warrior. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Right forearm to the floor, left arm up and over. Sorry, right forearm to your thigh. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, frame the right foot. Right leg lifts up high in the air. Keep it straight. Keep it up. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bend the arms. Foot down. Inhale, lift. Breathe out. Down dog. Take another breath in down dog. Left leg lifts. Left leg into warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Sun warrior, flip the left palm. Keep bending through the front knee as you slide the right hand down your back leg. Forearm to thigh. Right arm up and over, reach. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, frame the left foot, left leg lifts high. Breathe in, keep it straight, keep it up. Move into plank as you breathe out, bend your arms. Foot down, inhale, lift. Knees off the floor. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths in down dog. Or 3 breaths in dolphin pose. Elbows on the floor. Press the palms firmly into the floor, elbows lift off. Look at your hands, walk, step or jump forward. I'm not jumping because it makes too much noise on the jetty. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, lift up. Palms together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Step your right leg back, warrior two. Take your left forearm onto the thigh, reach the right arm up and overhead, looking up at the sky or ceiling. And then take your left hand down towards the ankle. So you could put this hand on a block if you like, or bring your whole palm to the floor. Wrapping the right arm around your back. Can you open up your chest a little more? Turn your neck to look up at the sky or ceiling. Your chin is tucked into your right shoulder. Left arm lifts. Find the strength of your legs, your core. Keep the arm around your back. Turn this into a sun warrior. Reach back. Inhale, open the arms to warrior two. Exhale, hands down, left leg high up in the air, bend the leg, open your hip, move the shoulders forward. We're going to flip the dog. So turn your left foot off your mat, straighten the right leg, lift the left heel, reach back, wild thing. Flip back out, left palm down, left leg high up in the air, keep it high as you breathe into plank. Breathe out, bend the arms. Inhale, foot down, up. Dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look at your hands. Lift high on the heels. Bend your knees, walk or jump forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise up, lift your arms above your head. Exhale, hands to heart. Step your left leg back, warrior two. Staring down the middle, right finger. Take your right forearm to your thigh and your left arm up and over. All right, let's take the right hand down to your ankle, maybe towards the block or the floor. Keep refining. Let's wrap the left arm around the back. See if you can hook it onto your thigh. This hand is tucked in here. And then more strength in your legs. Keep turning your neck to tuck into your left shoulder and then raise the right arm up. Keep that bend in the right knee. Sun warrior as you reach back. Reach back. Inhale, frame the right foot. Exhale, inhale, right leg high up in the air. We're going to bend the right leg, wild thing. So shift the body weight forward over the shoulders. Right foot down, but lift the heel. Reach back, wild thing. Can you press the whole of the left foot down? Get ready to flip back out. Look down, right leg up in the air. Let's move into plank. Breathe in. Breathe out, bend the arms. Inhale, lift up dog. Breathing out, down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Lower the left knee to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. And just hanging out here for a moment. If you like, you could put your block, whoops, nearly lost it in the water. Put your knee underneath. Put your block underneath your knee. And then come down to rest on your elbows. Or perhaps bringing your head towards the floor. And you can stay with the knee on the block or lift the knee off. Bend more through the right knee. release. Inhale, coming up. Let's move the block out of the way. Inhale, lift the chest. Reach the right arm forward and exhale, take it back, grab hold of your foot. Keep squeezing the foot into the buttocks. Inhale, if you like, if you want more intensity, raise the left arm up and take your left hand down the middle of your back. Release. Both hands to the floor, straighten your right leg. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, folding. Maybe bring your head to your shin, or maybe you'll bring your head on the inside of the leg. Bring your head down to the floor. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walking your hands back, sitting on the buttocks. Maybe the elbows on the floor, scoop the tailbone under, lift the hips, lying back. So as long as you've got a stretch here through the left quadricep, you're in a good place. If you wish, you could lie all the way down. So this morning I'm making sure I stay on both of these two mats because the jetty's wet, so I know that water is not so good on the yoga mat, I'll slip. Inhale, let's come back up. Take your left arm up in the air, holding onto the tip of the elbow, reaching around, finding your hands. So like this, or use that strap. So we're opening up the shoulders for a bind that we're going to do in a minute. Opening up the triceps and release. Let's come back to that right leg being bent. So you're in a deep lunge. Left knee on the floor. Come back up. So right arm reaching back, grabbing hold of your foot. Left arm lifts. And release. Let's just turn around and face the other way. So left leg's in our lunge. If you like, you can put your knee on top of that block. Take a breath in and a breath out. Get comfortable so you can breathe into this stretch and go deeper. So our yoga teaches us to be flexible, not only in the body, but in our mind, in life. So we're going to spend the rest of the class, I think, mostly on the floor. Because that sun is so bright in my eyes, I can't really balance when I'm standing up because it's quite blinding. All right, let's take the knee off the floor, sink the hips a little lower. Maybe you're resting your face on the floor. Face planting. Inhale, coming up. Let's move the block out of the way. Lift the left arm forward, up and back, twisting around, grabbing hold of the foot. It's so calm out here today. Normally there's a few more ripples in the water, but it's like glass. It's quite magical. Let's lift the right arm up in the air. Maybe take the right hand down the middle of your back. And release. Straighten the left leg. Breathing in. Breathing out. Little knee bend as you fold. Keep flexing the left ankle. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, start to walk your hands back. I'm bringing my knee forward so I don't end up in the water, in the drink. So as you lie back, so there's an arch here, scoop the tailbone under so you minimize the arch. That means you're going to maximize this stretch through the right quadricep. And just going back as far as you like, maybe onto your elbows, maybe all the way down. Keep squeezing the right buttocks to stretch the quadricep. Inhale to come up. We're going to take the right hand down the middle of the back, holding onto the tip of the elbow, or reaching the left hand back around, or holding strap. And releasing, lunging, so that left leg's really bent. Let's reach the left hand back, grabbing hold of the foot. Inhale, lift the right arm up, take the hand down the middle of your back. And release into down dog. So there was a lot going on in those poses. You were lunging, getting into the hip flexors, so holding your down dog. You were back bending, and definitely you were stretching your quadriceps. And then in between all those little sequences, we stretched our hamstrings. Lower the knees to the floor, and just watch for this little next portion. You're going to take your right foot forward into a lunge at the top of the mat, and then just notice my knee and my shoulders, they're all in one plane, and my foot is forward. I'm going to move the foot to the middle of the mat and then roll to the outside edge of the foot. So the knee is still where my shoulders and the foot's in front, and then go low. So I'll just show you from another view. So as you lower, you're bringing your head down towards your foot. It's just an intention, not necessarily a goal. A little bit of movement, rocking from side to side, knowing that you're not stuck. So I find this is one of those poses that sometimes it may feel like panic is rising. Just breathe through it. And that panic might just be that, like, oh no, I've got to get out of this pose, I'm stuck. You're never stuck. You can always yell out for someone to help you, especially if you're in a yoga class. Inhale, come back up to your hands. And bring your knees together. We're going to just change sides. So step the left foot forward. So you're in that deep, long lunge. Foot's in front of your hands. Walk the foot to the middle of the mat and then roll to the outside edge of your foot. And you're encouraging this left thigh downwards and outwards. So this rock, you might be staying up here. It's plenty challenging. Or if you want to go further, bringing your head closer to your foot. I just need to rock once, and then the jetty does the rest of the rocking for me. Can you relax deeper into those hips? One more breath. Inhale, coming up. And then exhale, bring your knees back together. Happy puppy pose. So child's pose, buttocks is towards the heels, but now I want to have your hips straight above your knees, arms extended, and then lower your chest to the floor. Maybe your chin, going for a back bend. come out of the pose. Press your elbows down, walk your hands back in, straight underneath your shoulders, and down dog. Let's go into pigeon pose. So just take your right shin to the top of the mat, and you're trying to lift the foot almost as high as your knee. Again, that's an intention. If that doesn't happen for you, that's okay. Stretching the left leg back, breathing in, lifting the chest, breathing out, reaching forward. Just not reaching forward because I'm going off into space. Now remember that warm-up twist that we did on our knees. We're going to add that now here. So if you prefer, you can just stay where you are if that's challenging enough, or come back onto your palms, right hand on your knee, left forearm on the floor. Keep the hips facing down. Raise the right arm up, twist, and then put your hand back on your knee. You're going to slide your elbow so that's now in front of your right knee, and lay down. Raise the right arm up. Bend your left hand, press your hand on your chest to open up deeper into this twist. Maybe you'll find your toe there, but don't sacrifice the hips facing downwards and roll off to the side. The hips are anchored. Twist from your waist, twist from your back. And then releasing, coming out of the pose, and we're just going to shake that leg out, shake the right leg up in the air, and changing sides. So left leg to pigeon pose at the top of the mat, slide the right leg away. You got glass-like conditions, haven't you? It's perfect. All right, so pigeon pose. So we might be temporarily isolated, but we're always connected. We'll still breathe the same air. Really, everyone's only just a phone call away. Or you can shout out hello to your neighbour. So you can stay facing down if you like, or adding this twist, left hand to your knee, right hand on the floor, in and out, keep the hips facing down, twist from the waist, the chest, the back. So yes, it's stretching your back, but you're going to feel that amplified in the buttocks muscle. Staying there, or lifting the left arm up, twisting a little more, and replacing. Let's take the right elbow in front of the knee and lie down. Wrap the left arm up around your back. Bend your right hand. Bend your right arm. Place your hand on your chest. This is your back. This is your shoulder. And this is your chest. Hips still facing down. That left hand is binding the toe if it's available. It doesn't really matter. If you roll out of the pose and feel pain in your knee, that's no good. You're still anchoring the left hip downwards. Finding contentment where you are. And then let's release, coming out of those poses. Swing your legs around the front. Fingers facing forward, legs bent. Inhale, lifting up, looking back. And lowering down. Double pigeon. So let me set you up in double pigeon, and then if you'd like an alternative, I'll give you that. So we're looking for the right knee and the right ankle bone above your left knee, and the left ankle bone underneath the right knee. So rather than your legs being crossed like in lotus pose, just have them more forward, those shins forward stacked on top of each other. Breathing in, lifting and lengthening, and breathing out, moving the body forward. So your alternative is to lie on your back with your right foot crossed over your left knee and hugging it in. So the double pigeon is, of course, a little more intense. Let's come back up out of the pose, straighten your left leg, and hug your right shin to your chest. If you can, cradle the foot in the elbow crease and the knee in your right elbow crease. So shin is high, see if you can have it above your chest. Then looking back behind you, making sure it's safe to lie down, lift your left leg up in the air. And then keep that right shin close to the body as you start to lower your back to the floor, your head to the floor. If you can keep that shin high, maybe you'll lower the left foot to the floor. This is a preparation pose for putting your foot behind your head. If you can go for that, that's available to you, you can get straight into it. Otherwise, I'm going to talk you through a developing pose, holding onto your foot, right hand holding onto your calf, pull the knee back over your shoulder. So you're hooking the knee over your shoulder, okay? Then both hands to your foot, slowly, 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 bringing your foot behind your head. Then, if that's okay, start to lower your back to the floor. So what I love is that yoga is a process. There's always space for us all to develop and grow. Never stuck, never stagnant. And release. Lift the left leg up in the air, swing yourself up to sitting. And if you like, roll over onto your knees, go through a flow. Or if you like, just stay there, we'll swap legs. So if you're lying on your back, your left foot is crossed over your right knee. If you're going into double pigeon, your left foot is still crossed over your right knee, making sure that ankle bones and knee joints are stacked on top of each other. Encouraging that left thigh to go down, breathing in, sitting up tall, and breathing out, reaching forward. So at all times, your breath should be the loudest breath in the room. Inhale to lift up and straighten your right leg. Let's rock our baby, rock our shin. Left foot into the elbow crease. Knee into the other elbow crease, have a little rock from side to side. Now we're going to lift the right leg up in the air so that we can roll back. Now keeping the shin up high. So the reason why my back is off the floor and my right leg, it's so that I don't sacrifice this shin. So I know that you can all put your head and leg on the floor if you drop that foot, but that's not what I'm going for here. We're keeping this up. This is the challenge, to keep this up. Then start to lower your back to the floor. If you still have more space to stretch a little further, then lower the right leg down. All right, if you're content to stay there, or going a next step further. Hold on to your foot with your right hand and your left hand's on your calf. Pull the knee back. So pull the knee back so that it's on your shoulder. Then maybe hook your foot behind your head. So some people are really flexible and they can do this and lie down with their foot behind their head. So there's so many places that you can go to. The path to improvement and progress is never ending when you're a yogi. One more breath. Let's release. Right leg lifts up to swing you up to sitting. And then rolling over the knees into down dog. Breathe into plank. Let's hold the plank and transition straight to up dog. So roll over the toes, lower the hips, lift the chest. And knees down. Child's pose. So I said we were going to do a bind with our arms, and so now's the time. Let's start with the left leg forward in a lunge. So come up to kneeling. All you need to do is step the left foot forward and check that once you're in your deepest lunge, the knee is stacked over the ankle. Right hand, same foot, grabbing hold of the foot. Hook the foot into the elbow crease, and then if you like, reach the left arm up and overhead and taking your hands. And then soften your face, letting go of any tension in the jaw, unwrinkling your eyebrows. And releasing. If you wish, you could slide into Hanumasana. I think I need a longer mat. Keep rolling that right hip forward. And once again, if you'd like to take that same kind of bind, bending the right leg, have a go. And I can hear you saying, yeah, we'd like to try it, but it's not happening today. That's okay, it's a process. All starts with intention. And I assure you, I do not wake up every morning being able to do this. I still wake up and hobble out of bed, and I've spent hours in the fetal position. I need to slowly unfurl my body and gradually stretch. Let's come back to kneeling. And we're just going to swivel around so that the right leg is forward in your lunge. With the knee stacked over the ankle. So pushing the hips forward, you're in your deepest lunge here. So I know some people that hang out, they're holding out here. And if that's just because that's painful enough and you're trying to minimize the pain, that's okay. But if it's just because you didn't know you could be here, go deeper. Left arm reaching back, have a go of finding your foot. So when we did this before, it was opposite hand to foot. So this is a slight variation. Place the foot into the elbow crease. Right arm maybe lifts up. Have a go if you can bind your own hands. So it's this dance between effort and relaxation, holding a challenging pose and then finding the wherewithal to soften, relax into it. Gently release. Hands to the floor. Start to straighten your right leg. Maybe slide your feet in opposite directions. I'm just looking around enjoying how blue the sky is today. There's not a single cloud. Okay, if you're going that next step, reaching back, grabbing hold of your foot. And I guess that's what it means to stop and smell the roses. That in any moment you stop and you just acknowledge when there is extraordinary beauty. And extraordinary beauty can be found in the ordinary. Absolutely. Do you remember that movie where they focused on a plastic bag? It was just a bit of rubbish and it was floating up in the air. It could have even been American Beauty. And it really was majestic the way this plastic bag was floating. Let's release, bring those legs together. Hoo, hoo, hoo. And lying down on your back, buttocks to heels or heels to buttocks. And just lying there for a moment. Feet are hip distance apart, about as wide as one of those blocks. So if you had a block, you could place it between your feet and squeeze your feet onto it. Now, you don't need to keep it there. Another good tip to do with the block is place the block between your thighs, and that will remind you to keep squeezing the thighs in. We're going to lift the hips up and hold it there. Maybe interlacing the fingers underneath you. So your challenge is to squeeze the thighs in and relax the buttocks, and that kind of wants to firm. But you want to not contract those muscles. You're squeezing the inner thighs. And that's the same kind of action you need for your back bend. Let's lower down and release, letting the knees roll in. All right, let's come back up to sitting. You didn't think it was Shavasana yet, did you? We've got one more peak pose to do. So we've been preparing for this. You're going to lift your foot up, take your right hand to your knee and hook your knee onto your shoulder, okay? Knee onto your shoulder. Now squeeze this leg onto your arm. Squeeze it down, both hands down, lift your bottom off the floor. Maybe you can lift the left foot off and breathe and hold. And release. Either changing sides and waiting there or moving into vinyasa. I like this as a reset for the spine. Jumping or walking through to sitting. I'll just show you from this angle here. So we're going to lift the foot up, left hand to your calf, pull the knee back over onto your shoulder, pull it back. Now squeeze the leg onto your arm, left hand down, right leg out in front, lift the buttocks, lift your foot, holding, lifting, and releasing. Only got here, so I'm going to stay. All right, lying on your back, lift the hips up. And releasing. Let's have a crack at Astavakrasana. So same setup. Right leg in. You're going to hook the knee onto the shoulder. Lift the buttocks. Actually, let's hook the left foot over. Lift the buttocks. Now, I want you to straighten your legs and squeeze your thighs together on your right arm like it was a vice. Squeeze your thighs together, and that's it. Let's try the other side. That sun's getting hot now. All right, so left leg hooking onto your shoulder. Left hand down, let's hook the feet. Lift the buttocks off the floor, straighten your legs, squeeze the thighs onto your arm, onto your left arm, and breathe. And release. Lying onto your back, lift the hips up, some back relief. And relax. Not yet out of the woods, but finding legs straight out in front, palms up. And let's twist. Right knee into the chest, take it over to the left. Extending your arm. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, both knees bent, squeeze them in. Right leg long, left knee up and over, twist. Turning your head to look at the left side. So by this point, there's no forcing or pushing. There's just allowing. Allowing the posture to work on you rather than you working the posture. Untwisting both knees into the chest. Shavasana. You can lie in Shavasana for 5, 10, 15 minutes and really soak up the benefit of your practice. Now, quite often this pose is rushed in a gym because you've got to get out of the space to allow room for the next class. Or on a yoga video, it's rushed because this is kind of like boring dead space for a viewer. So just because a yoga video ends doesn't mean your Shavasana has to end. So please stay here for longer. Or perhaps you'd like to come to a seated meditation. That's what I feel like doing today because I want to bask in that sun. It's just glorious. As long as I get to close my eyes. And let's stay together but separate, for a little bit longer. Namaste. fully aware of your breathing. Aware of any sounds around you. Just feel connected. Connected to your breath, your body, your spirit, Mother Earth. In this moment, everything is perfect, whole, and complete. Have a great day.